Lost in Starlight stars Maitreyi Ramakrishnan and Justin H. Min found plenty to love about the unique experiences of acting in the critically acclaimed film. Currently boasting an impressive 90% on Rotten Tomatoes at the time of writing, Lost in Starlight is a sweet and compelling love story set decades in the future. Nan Young, a brilliant astronaut, is preparing to try and join the Mars missions that cost her mother's life years ago. However, things are complicated when she falls in love with a sweet musician in Netflix's latest animated adventure. Lost in Starlight is the first animated K-drama to debut on Netflix, something that wasn't lost on the English dub stars. The Netherfield Girls star Maitreyi Ramakrishnan and the Umbrella Academy veteran Justin H. Min. I mean, what an opportunity, Ramakrishnan noted. I remember seeing little glimpses of the animation style, and I instantly fell in love with it. It's so beautiful, and the soundtrack. Jay is a musician, so you know the music is going to be good. It was such an honor to be able to be a small puzzle piece and part of a much bigger project. Because of the animated nature of the film, Justin H. Min was actually able to see the film before signing on to play Jay. As an actor, it's such a rare occasion to see a finished project before you sign on to be a part of it. They sent me the film and asked me if I wanted to be a part of it, so I had the chance to watch it. I was very emotional. I think it's such a gripping film, it really tugs at your heartstrings. Immediately after watching it, I was on board. Seeing the original cut of the film, with the original voice actors, proved to be an important part of the preparation process for Ramakrishnan. I leaned on the original Korean track, she explained. I've done voice acting before, but this was so different. I have high respect for dubbing voice actors, because there are so many things that I realized you have to consider when you're in the booth. I want to make sure I'm being authentic to the interpretation of the character, but also making sure it fits in English. This meant a lot of experimentation with delivery for both actors, especially as they adjusted to the lip flaps already included in the Korean-produced animation. I learned so much about lip flaps, Ramakrishnan laughed. I'm very thankful that the original cast did such a great job. It really did help bring out the emotion, to see those highs and lows. It was also Min's first time dubbing, with the experienced star noting that it is such a unique experience, because you want to respect the source material as much as possible. You want to respect the original direction and acting. There isn't really much you can do, because the animation has already been made, and the lips are already moving in a certain way. If the original actor is raising their voice, you can't whisper, but at the same time, there are some areas where you can have a little creative freedom. I think creativity flourishes in these confined spaces. It was really fun to find small moments where you could find something new, even while respecting the original voice actors and direction. The love story between Nan Young and Jay is one built on earnest emotion that doesn't detract from one another's goals. Jay's passion for music is what really catches Nan Young's attention, leading to some of the sweet elements of the film. I really resonated with this idea of two people who are falling in love, but also trying to pursue their dreams, Min said. We're already trying to figure out how we can have a partnership with someone else while still being able to pursue our own dreams. That was something I really clung on to. One of the interesting challenges of bringing a romance like Lost in Starlight to life is a necessity by the very nature of the medium. In film and television, romance storylines often rely in many ways on the natural chemistry of the stars. The physical interplay and elements of the romance are important tools for the actors when developing a romance. However, the animated nature of Lost in Starlight meant that Maitreyi Ramakrishnan and Justin H. Min recorded apart. It wasn't hard for Min to find that chemistry, however, thanks to his knowledge of Ramakrishnan's previous work. It was so easy because the animation does so much of the work. The beauty is already there, you can feel it just by watching it. We weren't in the booth together, I was telling Maitreyi that her voice is so unique and present throughout her work. I was able to imagine it as I recorded it.